Alright, good evening ladies. In today's video we're going to be discussing AI coins that are on Solana. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll have noticed that I've been very vocally bullish on a few narratives, one of which being Solana and the Solana ecosystem, and the other being AI. Now, I do think there are other narratives that will do very well in the next cycle. For example, gaming I think is going to do very well, but for me, like AI at some point is going to, like, not even including crypto, just AI in general is going to go into one of the biggest financial bubbles in financial history. So then when you mix in crypto with that, particularly if you mix in Solana with that, like, those kind of tokens are just going to go absolutely bananas in my opinion. So that's why I'm very focused on these narratives for the next cycle. Why am I bullish on the Solana ecosystem? I think it's fairly obvious why I'm bullish on AI, but why on the Solana ecosystem? Well, firstly, I'm obviously very bullish on Solana. The technology is amazing, and I think the Solana token price is going to increase dramatically over the next couple of years. And with that, the people who are holding a lot of Solana are going to experience a big wealth increase. And what will they likely do with this wealth increase? What's the easiest thing they can do with this newfound wealth all stored in Solana tokens? Well, they can buy Solana NFTs, which I'm very bullish on as well, which I've mentioned a lot. I will be doing a video on that at some point soon, so make sure you're subscribed if you want to see that. But they're also going to be buying any sort of Solana projects that are good projects, and I'll mention some of them in today's video. And the other thing that token price appreciation brings is a lot of attention, and all of this attention and liquidity, that newly found liquidity and attention on Solana, is going to bring really good, strong projects to Solana. Now, I have talked about the big AI plays in crypto, some of them that I'm actually quite bullish on. However, in today's video, like, a lot of them have very high market caps. So in today's video, I want to look at the lower market caps that might have much higher potential upside. And obviously with these very low market cap coins comes a lot more risk. So if you don't want to take that kind of risk, the large cap AI coins, still plenty of risks, still a lot of upside, but they would include things like Render, which is decentralized computing power, as well as filecoin and Arweave, which are decentralized storage, and finally bittensor, which is just essentially decentralized AI network. Okay, first, so what was the point of me researching and investing? I didn't invest in filecoin, but I have invested in Arweave. The reason is AI needs a lot of storage, and decentralized storage might be a better solution for AI. And if you want to hear the explanation why, you probably should watch that previous video I did on this. However, filecoin and Arweave, they're not built on Solana natively. However, this project called Shadow is built on Solana. So essentially how these ideas work is that to decentralize storage, like say I have loads of computers and I have loads of extra storage that I'm not using, I can store someone's data, and it's like a mix of loads of people's data, so I can't see the data in Shadow's case anyway. And I get paid in Shadow tokens, and the person who is using the service pays in Shadow tokens, and those payments are done over the Solana network. And the idea is that it's cheaper than the person going to a normal cloud provider, and it's also nice for me because all this extra compute that I'm not using, I can actually make money on. So right now the Shadow token is pumped tremendously, as well as the other tokens I'll mention in today's video. It has pumped a lot recently, so I wouldn't go FOMOing in my life savings right now, but even still, it has a market cap of $93 million, which is like 1/5 the size of Arweave and 1/20th the size of Filecoin. And if you include the fully diluted valuation of Filecoin, it's 1/90th the size of Filecoin. So yeah, still, like, it has pumped quite a lot. It's much higher than it was a couple of months ago, but it's still a relatively small cryptocurrency. As you can see, most of the tokens are actually in circulation, so the tokenomics, if you look through them, are quite good, and the team is very strong with this project. Alright, so we've identified the decentralized storage coin that's on Solana. So what would be the decentralized computing power coin that's on Solana? Well, actually, Render actually uses Solana for its payments network as well, but this coin is a competitor to Render, but has a much lower market cap. Now, just like with Shadow, the previous company or the previous project, This coin has gone on an absolute tear recently. It's up about 50x, almost 50x in a month. So, again, you can't really be FOMOing in your life savings right here. Like, both of these have a lot of risk, and because they're relatively small projects, there's not a huge amount of research, there's not a huge amount of articles you can read on their website. It's only a little bit there, but even still, this project does seem very interesting. So this project is called Nosana, and it works very similar to Shadow in the fact that if I have spare computing power, I can sell that or I can rent it out and get paid in Nosana tokens. But again, this is actually creating real value in the fact that I'm getting paid for something that I'm not using, and the person on the other end gets the computing power for much cheaper than what they would have to pay a traditional Web 2 cloud provider. So this is creating real value now. So I do think Render and Nosana could, this is a massively growing market. So it's not going to be winner takes all. There often is more than one project. There often is more than one project in one category. And the reason I researched Render and the reason I didn't like it was simply because the market cap was already enormous. And this project, even after going 50x, has a market cap that's 25 times smaller than Render currently. So plenty more room to run. However, you might want to wait until it's cooled off a little bit, until, these are just coins that you might want to keep on your radar and potentially DCA into, and probably don't FOMO into them, because maybe the whole Solana hype train is slowly cooling off a little bit, but it will come back in my opinion, obviously. So obviously I'm not going to be putting my life savings into either of these two projects. They are low market cap, they have massive competitors. However, I do think this particular niche in crypto will explode in the next couple of years. So I thought I would like to bring those couple of projects to your attention, and potentially they're up quite a lot recently, but I think over the next couple of years they will do tremendously, my personal opinion. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. Really hope you learned something. See you in the next one. Thank you.